Boop. Put it together, what do you get? Bibbity bobbity, bibbity bobbity, bibbity bobbity boo. Bibbity bobbity, bibbity bobbity boo. Whoever I'm speaking to, hold the vision that what you have wanted is coming through. It is happening. You are on the right path. You are truly supported. And whatever somebody tried to tell you, you were too young, too old, too this, too that, for whatever it is that you wanted, no. This is where you're going to put your foot down. I've been telling you guys it's foot on neck season. You have a divine masculine ancestor that's helping you with your work arena or your work industry. And then you have a grandmother that is helping you have the courage and the audacity. Even though you could be slightly terrified, I feel like you have this cool, calm, and collected, calm confidence. On top of that, you're going to be taking chances. You're going with what you see fit. You're the professor. You're the real Slim Shady. You are the person that knows what you're doing. And you are no longer going to let other people do whatever the frick. You've had somebody shortchanging you, breadcrumbing you. Your ancestors are pissed at how you've been treated in the workplace, how you've been treated with your family. Anywhere in your life that you've been mistreated or misjudged, it is foot on neck. Relentlessly. So this is an urgent message that you are being activated. Get ready for takeoff. Because you have a certain vision that you've been holding in your life for what you want your marriage to look like, your love life, what you want your family to look like, what you want your home, your work arena. And it's savage. It's cutthroat. It's, you know what you're doing. So now it is being activated. You have had to create a new bottom line. And you are going to rise. Like you are rising out of the ashes. It is terrifying. I don't know who I'm talking to, but it is terrifying. You're activating your soul purpose and you are going to be receiving gifts. It's time for you to be spoiled by God, spoiled by this divine masculine ancestor, spoiled by your grandmother, spoiled by the universe. Really stepping into your alchemy. I just can't get over this cool, calm confidence. No longer being restless. No longer carrying all the wands for everybody and their little dog. You're like, no, I don't like that deal. Like, this is the new bottom line. There's something about your authenticity that is turning heads. You walk through the room and you are just being unapologetically, authentically you. Example, I went to the grocery store today and I was like, okay, I'm going to get some flowers. The florist there hooked me up with some, with a bunch of flowers on discount. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. And as I was turning around to thank her, I knocked over a bunch of vases. Knocked them over. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was turning around to thank you and I knocked off. She's like, girl, don't even worry about them. Like, I got this. You just, people just want to do things for you. They want to help you. They want to stare at you. I'm getting a lot of people want to stare at you right now. It doesn't matter their age, their gender. Like, you're breaking necks everywhere you go. No pun intended, but puns intended. Things are going to take off much sooner than you expected, and you can feel this. So you've been energetically and spiritually and physically getting ready. You're like, I need to sleep better. I need to eat better. Things that were stacking up in your life, you're changing that. You're like, I don't like how this is piled up over here. There's too much clutter. This is just too much. Anything that feels like it's too much, you are getting rid of. And it's not because anybody told you to get rid of it. It's because you intuitively feel like, I don't need that anymore. So you were looking at all areas of your life like, I don't need that anymore. You can tell me that this isn't going to work out, but I don't believe you. You are seeing through everybody and their BS and what they're doing to, what is the word? You are seeing through what people want from you and what they're doing to meet their own ends. And so people really don't like this, but you are getting things together behind the scenes. So you could be showing somebody like, oh yeah, we're good. I'm going to use this situation until I have my new one ready. So you are getting all of your backup plans in place with people that you have to collaborate with, work with, peers, coworkers. Like you're getting all of your ducks in a row, but you're showing like you're putting on a good face. Spirit wants you to know that you are on the right path. There are a lot of people gossiping about you, but you're the walking love spell right now. You are unstoppable. And what you say goes. Affirm it below. What I say goes. You are tired of people turning your wish fulfillment upside down. You are tired of being told no. God wants you to know that you are going to leave your mark on this world. And that is why people are obsessed with you. That is why they try to monitor you. You keep God at the center of everything that you do, and that is one of the reasons why you are untouchable. You're really good at hiding yourself when you need to. You're really good at hiding your agenda, hiding what you're up to, but you are going to leave a global mark on this world, despite how these bosses treated you, despite how your peers looked at you and gossiped about you, despite all the witch hunts you went through in the workplace. You are... You know, like if you watch a show where it's like, let's say it's the financial world. No, let's say Wolf of Wall Street. You are the big bad wolf of the forest, but you look real cute, like a cute little lamb, like a cute little sheep, but you are not a sheep. You are a whole lion. We might have a brief interruption, but we're just going to keep going. You are really good at hiding your motives. You're really good at hiding your agenda, and you've got things planted here in the soil. So everyone could be looking at you like, oh, they just got this one plant. So, but you have more underneath that soil that they have no clue. They have no clue. You want them to think there's one plant, there's one pot, there's one thing that you have going on. But you're diversifying what you're able to do. You have learned a lot in the last 2 to 5 years with how people have let you down, how they have breadcrumbed you, most of all, how they've done things to meet their own ends and meet their own agenda, and you've had enough. So you are creating a new bottom line where you aren't juggling anything for a boss, for a coworker, for a family member. You're changing the capacity of what you do for other people. God is protecting your destiny, your crown, in the mighty name of whoever it is that you pray to. So people don't expect whatever your position is for you to be so cutthroat. They don't understand why you maneuver the way that you do. But you've been watching everybody like, okay, let's see what they do for me. Let's see where they try to take advantage of me. Let's see where they try to sugarcoat whatever it is going on. I used to be a whole nice person. I used to be real compliant. You will never be compliant ever again. So if they want to call you insubordinate, if they want to say you have animosity, if they want to say that you're angry, this is the amount of F's that you give. You don't even have to look up anymore to see if there's an F that you give. There is a new bottom line. Affirm it below. There is a new bottom line. So if they're not comfortable, oh well, you're not giving them any wiggle room. Okay, whoever you've been dealing with, they are nervous because they no longer have wiggle room to get what they want out of you. It'll never happen again because people that are chosen, earth angels, you have to be so crazy with your boundaries because people want to ride your coattails. They think that you're the golden ticket. They're always trying to get things out of you before even trying or attempting things themselves because they think that you're nice or you're kind or you're spiritual or whatever the frick. And you're over that. You're like, I want them to think I only have one pot to piss in. I want them to think that I only have this little hoopty right here. I want them to think like you want to be silent millionaire. You don't want them knowing anything. Truly, you are really good at hiding what you have going on. So people are becoming really obsessed with you, but they're trying to hide it. These are people that you don't really know, I feel like. Or it could be an arch nemesis. I don't know who that is. Yeah, they're obsessed because they're trying to figure out what you're up to. They should pray they not see you anytime soon. Because however they saw you the last time, you are not the same. If this is an ex, they should pray they don't run into you. If this is an arch nemesis, they should pray they don't run into you. Because you've unleashed this animal, this spirit animal. You are the big bad wolf. You are the Wolf of Wall Street. And you are kicking ass and taking names. So wherever people expected you to be real nice, you have this real cutthroat, I'm going to do what I want. I make my own money. I am the CEO of this bitch, period. So they're like, oh my gosh, what are they doing? Do they have an OF? Like, they must be doing something really shady or scandalous. Like, you don't really want people to know how much you have, what you got going on. And I don't know, something has come over you, but it's a calm confidence. People out there are going to try to act like it's real extra, but your ancestors are on standby. They are assisting you with certain signs, synchronicities, and courage. You now have the audacity to take what's yours. Ooh, it's about to go down. If these people were smart, they would move up out of the way. They might want to grab a bag of popcorn, but they would move because you are taking charge. You have never been activated like this. You feel regal. You feel sovereign. You feel galactic. I love this energy for you. You're also learning how to be more selfish. People don't like that. Okay, people that were taking advantage or getting things out of you, they're like, oh my gosh, they're so selfish. It's because they're selfish. They're conceited. They love instant gratification. They love being at the center of attention. And that is no longer your problem. It's like, if the shoe fits. Okay, so what else is going on? There's an event that's going to take place. These people are going to be really disappointed that you've reached your limit. So some of these people, they don't know that you've reached your limit because you are tying up loose ends. You're like, I'm seeing what they're about. I'm seeing what they're going to do. Like, you're just surveying and scanning everybody. That's another thing. You've officially come out of survival mode. You've officially come out of fight or flight and trauma responses. You could have been having certain issues where you were constantly surveying and scanning for threats, like the Terminator. But this could have been internally, like with your own body. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm surveying for threats. I'm scanning for threats. This is a threat. Oh my gosh, I have to check this. And like over obsessing and being paranoid and just being really hard on yourself. Now, as you've come out of that, you are surveying the situations around you and you're like, they've been a threat. They're a problem. And I'm not going to worry about it because I now have what? Say it with me, bestie. Audacity. You have officially reached your limit. You have tried to be patient with certain people, but you're just going to be showing them who's the boss. Okay? And if you have an ex that is in the mix of this message that you have on your mind, that you're thinking about like, oh, they did not do me that way. They did not freaking do me that way. They checked out other people. They cheated. They emotionally cheated. Whatever it is. This womanizer, F-boy, thirsty, dusty. They want your attention because you're giving them none. They want your attention. They're taking a lot of selfies. They keep updating their profile picture on their dating apps. Like, they want you to think that they're so obsessed with their life, but they are trying to get your attention. Your whole life looks like a dream. People could try to, what's the word? They could try to say mean things to you like, oh, you look plastic. You look so fake. You don't even look real. You're a false character. They freaking wish. Okay, you are a CEO, entrepreneur, successful business owner, and you are fearless. These people don't want you working for yourself. They don't want you to have anything good for yourself. It's kind of like you can't tell the Matrix when you're going to leave. It's giving that, like, you can't tell the Matrix, like, I'm going to put in my 2-week notice soon, or I'm going to be working for myself, or I have all these side projects that I'm working on. Like, you can't tell the Matrix that, but mark my words, you are getting ready to leave. You're like, what am I holding on to here? If it's a relationship, if it's family members, like, what am I actually holding on to? You are now very comfortable with your flaws, or what you thought were flaws, and your accomplishments. And you have learned how to apply all of these things in dark times. I'm just seeing you're very untouchable right now. Like, the lies can't touch you. The slander can't touch you. The mud can't touch you. Look, crazy ex. You guys have people that used to have access to you, that used to be in your life. They got a lot of words. They got a lot of feelings for how they think they should have access to you. They might think because you are working for yourself, because you are doing more things for yourself, that you should have all the time in the world to be their lapdog, to be their beck and call. And if you are investing in a home business, one of the reasons you're being cautious around people that like using you is because you're investing in yourself. You believe in yourself at this time. Anything that anyone's tried to tell you, like, oh, that's not a good idea, I wouldn't invest in that, oh, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't get married, I wouldn't date so-and-so, I don't believe that's going to happen for you. Mark my words. You will not let yourself down. You are being prepared for takeoff. You have been on the right path, and Spirit is saying you will create stability. You will be very stable and prosperous. And it's good that you've reached your limit with people's bullshit. Like, people have been feeding you a line of whatever, and you're calling it out left and right. So they can act like you're mad, but you've had more than enough time to observe, gather your thoughts, and think about how you really feel about whoever this is. You're going through a shift with how you stand up for yourself, how you take care of your health, how you take care of your finances. Like, you've been working on your personal power. You've been working on all of these changes, and now everything that is good in your life is multiplying. There's a lot here about your spirituality. So you could be doing a job in spirituality. You could be doing a lot of affirmations. I'm seeing a lot here about your alchemy. And whether you're a spiritual advisor, healer, tarot reader, anything in the occult, you have a lot of hidden knowledge. And I see you guys creating like some type of home-based business. But yeah, people are talking crap because you're nowhere to be found. They're like, what are they even doing? You're like, it's my season of discovery. You are not only going through self-discovery, you are discovering like, okay, what is out there for me? I'm going to be the mad scientist of my life. Your life was at a crossroads last week, about a week ago. And yeah, you can tell that people feel some type of way, but they better hear you correctly. Because you know what time it is. No one's running game on you. Exes aren't running game on you. Families aren't running game on you. Animals are very attracted to you right now. And you are unleashing this new wolf, this new dragon. And it's going to help you build a lot of wealth. You don't have to be as cautious anymore because you're going to take a risk on yourself. You are being transported to a new timeline. So if there were different things that you wanted to do for yourself, like you wanted to travel, you wanted to buy certain things, you wanted to invest, like you're being transported to this timeline, and the success is finding you over and over and over again because the odds were already in your favor. I'm going to see if I can find out anything else. Yeah, I see you guys spoiling yourself unapologetically. That's a big thing. You're not getting something for yourself or doing something for yourself and being like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Having like buyer's remorse, having all of this guilt. You're like, no, I need that. Look, actual money. You're like, I need that. I want that. I'm getting it. Bottom line, I've started a whole new life. I've been transported to the timeline that I deserve to be on. And wow, achievement. Actual money and achievement. Money that you can hold, money that is sustainable. And you knew there are certain people around you that are not going to help this victory lap be sustainable. So you got a whole list. You know, like Ari with her list in Game of Thrones. You have a whole list of people that you're going to be getting rid of. They might not have any idea that they're on the chopping block. They're like, no, they love me. Oh my gosh, they would never do that to me. Oh my gosh, they're just always going to be around. They're probably at the top of your list. You are going to have a really big achievement. And I feel like that's also because you're just not apologizing for the things that you need for yourself, the things that are going to make your life easier, anything that's going to improve your life, your quality of life, your work, your labor, your efforts. You are not saying sorry for. There are no F's to give. This is also a season where the opposition, okay, the ops they feel like they're getting beat up from the tables turning. They're like, what is happening? Well, you wanted to be a whole flying monkey. And you thought there weren't going to be any repercussions. So people are getting put in the lane that they deserve to be in. Like, it's karma. Okay. I keep getting that there's somebody that has animosity towards you. I don't like this energy because it feels like they just think that you owe them. Like, they feel very entitled. Like, no, that's mine. I can take that. I can throw a fit. I can make your guilt my, like, no. They are never willing to meet you halfway. They are very destructive in their own life. They don't think that you will ever control, alt, delete, or block them. So this could be an ex that you're on and off with all the time, a job that you're on and off with. It's some type of on and off situation, and they have a lot of animosity. Like, no, you just need to do this for me. And no, you are healing your whole life. Motorcycle. You are healing your whole life right now. I think one of the reasons it is foot on next season for you is because you embody the mother of dragons. You embody the Wolf of Wall Street. And some people might look at how you're acting as a very rebellious streak, but you have to sit in your authenticity. There will be a lot of people that will resonate with you and the way that you are. I'm seeing that you are going to be doing things a very different way from whatever cookie cutter way people do things in your work arena or your industry. So it doesn't matter if you're in retail, if you're in hospitality, if you're in the service industry, if you're in the world of finance, or if you're on social media. I'm seeing that you will make a lot of money on social media, no matter what your arena is. And you will have a very different way or take on whatever it is that you do. Like, let's say you are in the world of finance. You're going to be the big bad Wolf of Wall Street. If you are in hospitality, like, you'll be like the Lisa Vanderpump of that. If you are on social media, you will be the Wizard Liz of that. Like, you're just, no one's going to be able to F with you like how they used to. This is what you've been prepared for, to feel comfortable in your own skin, doing it your way. No matter if it doesn't seem all put together or packaged neatly. You don't care if it's packaged neatly. You have something to say and people are listening, because you will leave your mark on this world. Social media is going to be very lucrative for you, and you are recreating, or you are retreating a lot in your private life, and it's helping you come up with all of these ideas. As you are in solitude, justice is unfolding. You are coming up with a new strategy in business that is going to help you succeed in the long term. And it will be very easy for you. Like, right now you're the mad scientist, but it will be very easy for you to sustain because you're just going to be yourself. Unapologetically yourself. You will get a really big boost up a ladder. This could be a social ladder, business ladder, whatever ladder it is that you're climbing. You know already it's lonely at the top, but it's quiet up there. You aren't stopping until you are at the tippy top. You have made it through witch hunts, people trying to freaking sacrifice you, humiliate you, and you know, as of right now, who not to trust. You've marked so many people off your list, you don't even acknowledge them. You know who's vindictive. You know who's argumentative. You are going to be changing people's lives. So you got to know with your intuition, it's got to be scary and on point and terrifying to most. I'm going to say that again. It has to be scary and terrifying to most, because those that had evil motives, that were plotting, that were breadcrumbing, that were sugarcoating, you got to know what that looks like in and out. A narcissist, a covert, or a bully, whoever it is, when they want to hit your lineup like, oh, I thought we could work together and I thought we could do this and I always knew you were going to be special, and get the F out of here with that. You are going to be taking care of business. Affirm it below. I am taking care of business. And I'm hearing solo, doing it for you. You know who you can't count on. You know who is always creating their own narrative. You know who's always talking about you behind your back. You know who's two-faced, and you are creating a new bottom line. So some people are really going to be in their feelings about it, but you don't care. You're going to be mad, like mad crazy about what you love doing in the best possible way, because your ancestors are supporting you with more passion, more fire, more bravery, more courage, more gravitas, strength, vigor. I can't even think of the word. Vigor, strength, audacity. So wherever you felt that you were never going to be able to live this dream life, you're feeling different about it now. Okay, I didn't want this to be too long. You are only going to be engaging with people where it is a two-way street. You know who's lying. This is going to create your 10 of Pentacles, because you will never be able to create that stability, that happiness with the wrong mother effers around you. So you know how to be fair, you know how to be just, but you're like, I got to move on, because these people will burn a hole in my pocket. These people will drain all of my energy, my entire battery. No. So you're going to be creating a legacy, and maybe some of these people are trying to look down on you, like with their noses up, like, no, I've created a legacy, but their legacy is built on sand. Their legacy is built on lies. And these are the people that you can't count on, because they're always switching the narrative. They're a walking contradiction. So they don't want to go up against the walking love spell. They don't want to go up against the Wolf of Wall Street. You're about to show all these mother effers, all of them, how smart you are. They were hoping and praying that you weren't clocking their shadiness. They were hoping and praying that you weren't clocking all of the vindictive and shady things that they do. This is like shady in business. Very shady. Like, they should be in all types of trouble shady. You're like, I don't do business like that. I don't do business with them. And they're not going to like it when you walk away, because some of these people think that they got you by the... They really do, because they think that you're still here. But you're just tying up loose ends. You're only going to be here for a little bit longer. You are getting different things set in motion. Street bike. Confirmation. You're like, yeah, I'm just going to be here for like a month or two. Or a week or two. Because, yeah, you've been surveying and scanning how people tell you certain things. If they switch up on you. If they're two-faced, like, you've been clocking it all. They really don't like it, but oh well. You're seeing what you need to see. And you might just tell them about themselves on the way out. But yeah, you have a divine masculine ancestor that doesn't like how you've been treated in the workplace, and justice is about to be served. So all the anxiety, the sleepless nights, burning the midnight oil, not feeling appreciated, not getting a promotion, like, your ancestors are promoting you. God is promoting you. And it's way better to be on the divine's payroll than the matrix's payroll. You feel me? None of this, oh, I'm dreading going to work. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. Oh my gosh, dreading it on Saturday, and it's like not even Sunday or Monday yet. So you're going to be making a very important decision whether to go or stay, or to go above somebody's head. You are going to be making very important decisions on how you are going to get what you want, how you're going to get what you deserve. I love this energy. I freaking love it. It's almost like you've been carrying all these wands and everybody assumed that you would just do their bidding and carry it. And it's almost like you're going around the block like, take that ish back. That's yours. This little dirty wand over here, that's yours. This little sword over here, that's yours. So, well, it's not really a sword, it's a dagger. Take your ish back. Like, this is a big breakthrough. It's like snip, snip. People aren't expecting you to communicate in this way. They're like, well, they wouldn't talk to me that way unless they had audacity, backbone, or a team behind them. You have a whole army. Archangel Michael, God, the universe, a grandmother too. You have all types of people behind you that don't play about you. Your grandparents don't play about you. You got parents that don't play about you. And I don't know why do people always have to be on this F around find out time, but you will be the CEO and some of you will be their boss. This is a work situation. They might have to resign. Justice might be them resigning early, retiring early, taking a severance, or you being their boss. Who's really going to want to work for you after they did all that shady shenanigans? Yeah, people are like, oh my gosh, who the frick do they think they are? Do they think that they like built the pyramids? Maybe. Are you geeked up? Bitch, I might be. Like, you're on a different timeline right now. Cool, calm, and collected. Velocity of fire. This reminds me of Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Little egg, okay? Little egg. Nobody's like, oh my gosh, he's just this little kid. Nobody even suspects like he's anything cool. Whole time, he's hiding that he is a Targaryen. Hiding it. Oh, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so hopefully you don't know what I'm talking about. This is like you trying to hide your royalty. Or like being Robin Hood. Trying to hide who you are behind a hood. And then popping out and being like, duh. I've always been a big deal. People are like, wait, what? So you're not just the walking love spell. You are the walking plot twist. And people just aren't going to know what to do. Okay, they're really not. All right, let's get some advice for you guys. Holy Spirit, is there anything else we need to know? Celestial alignment. You are going to be feeling bright, sunny, confident, just oozing all the things that you've been missing for so long because hope is being restored. Hope is being restored. Balance is being restored. Riddle me, what? Your innocence is being restored. Who tried to take that? Somebody shitty. I can't. Ooh, we have free spirit. Oh, wait, where'd it go? Well, it was in there. We have free spirit. So you are being liberated. You just don't care. You just don't care. So people are like, oh my gosh, don't you want to live this royal regal life? And you're like, maybe I want to live this life. Mind your business. And you surprise people with what you really have. They're shook. Like, you could have millions and be driving whatever. Maybe you don't want everybody to know. But I do see you guys getting major upgrades. So maybe you keep, a car that's lesser or home that's lesser, just to remind yourself, this is where I came from. I will never forget where I came from. That you will have the 10 of Pentacles. Miracles. What? The things that are about to be happening for you this year, nothing short of a miracle. And I want you to think, there are so many people that told you you couldn't. Well, that's not possible. Oh my gosh, you're too old. You're too young. Oh my gosh, you're funny thinking that you can have that or be this, but it's nothing short of magic. It's nothing short of a miracle. It's nothing short of the protection that you have. So continue to find clarity. Continue to surrender your ego. We talked about it the other day. You had a whole funeral for your ego. Yeah, I just feel like you guys are feeling yourself. Okay, grandmother message coming through to continue to be gentle with yourself, planting things, putting your hands in the soil, your feet in the soil, being grounded, doing things that are therapeutic to you, okay? Being gentle with yourself and going with the flow. Let's get you guys one angel number. Well, you know me, maybe it'll be 2 or 3. Holy Spirit, what angel numbers do the collective need? Thank you. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, good luck. Your spirit guides are helping you with progress, justice, your structures, your systems, your processes, your conditioning, and your rules. You are on the right track. And someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best because you will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything is going to fall into the right place. So angel number 1, 2, 3, 4, if you guys made it this far into the message, drop that down below. Claim this message is yours. Okay, I'm going to get one more. We have 10, 10. So as you guys have been closing out cycles, it is up to you. You've been learning things about moderation. So we were talking about that earlier, like not stacking things up, seeing what's too much on your plate. Having patience, going with the flow giving you clarity, tapping back into joy, going through a lot of self-realization and accepting unconditional love. It's time to put those long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, the appropriate circumstances, and resources. So you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. So if you made it to the very, very end, affirm it below. I trust the process. Duh. You're kind of a big deal. I love this for you guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me know what's going on in the comments. Don't forget to smash the you-know-what. Hit the bell. Drop your favorite affirmations. Hype up this video if you feel called. All important links are in the description box. I love you guys so much. Bye.